navigation system. So unbelievable advancements, incredible scientific achievements. Dark ages.
I think that's what's happened in history also. There's a change of history, and it's like you said, we're losing that Islamic heritage as well. If you look at places like Baghdad as well, it was very advanced in civilization. Andalusia, you were talking about earlier on, 800 years of Islamic heritage. Unbelievable place. It's unfortunate that these events are happening. Your music, I'm sure you spend a lot of time with your music. What do you do when you're not singing, performing?
Well, brother, I try to be immersed in the spiritual world, spiritual life. It's the most important for me. I should be. I try to prioritize. Then I try to be a good husband, try to be a good son, try to be a good neighbor, try to be a good person. Of course, I make many mistakes. Very, very imperfect, an ocean of sins. And I'm trying, and we have to just be grateful and be mindful of not looking down at others. Unfortunately, sometimes religious people, especially if they're born like that, born with a religious family, they tend to inadvertently look down at others who are not like them. And it's very dangerous to do that.
That's feeding their nafs, isn't it? Because what they're learning is they should be humble, and we should think of ourselves as low and think of everyone else as being better. So I think it's a dangerous aspect when you gain knowledge.
There is a beautiful story in the Mathnawi. Beautiful story.
Oh, Mathnawi is amazing, yeah.
There's a beautiful story of Maulana. He talks about Moses in a time, it's a setting, Moses' time. And Moses hears about a guy who doesn't know about religion, doesn't know how to pray, but he has a longing and a love for God. He prays in his own way. Oh God, if you were here and you were sick, I'd look after you. I love you so much, and I wish I could cook for you. Doesn't know. It's a simple man. And Moses hears about him and goes to him and admonishes him. He's angry with him. How dare you? This is the Lord of Lords, the God, the King of Kings, Allah. And how dare you? And he broke his heart. So Moses, being able to see God through light, saw God, and basically God was upset with him and said, "You broke someone very dear, his heart. You broke the heart of somebody very dear to me." And this lesson really teaches us that we should never be judgmental. We should never judge people. We should never look down at anybody. That person could be better than us.
Definitely.
And don't look at outward garbs and outward appearance. It's deceiving. Looks are deceiving.
Definitely.
And only God knows every person's secret, every person's heart.
That's true. You joined the WFP as a global ambassador, alhamdulillah, using your position in a very positive way. Tell us a bit more about this program.
Yeah, I've been working with the World Food Programme now since 2011, and we did several successful campaigns. Life Feed Africa, there's a website for lifefeedafrica.org, Life Feed Syria, Life Feed Philippines more recently, and it's great to be working with them. My brand, don't like to use that word, is very kind of attractive to charities. So I get a lot of charity, maybe a dozen a day, minimum, which is wonderful. But one needs to focus on a few things, and to do them really well, execute them really well. So working with the WFP, they're the biggest, they're the largest humanitarian relief agency in the world, and if there's a problem anywhere, there's relief work required, they're the first people, and they'll be the biggest, inshallah. And then what are they doing? They're feeding the hungry, trying to eradicate hunger. Now, hunger doesn't just kill people, it kills people's souls, it kills people's minds, their spirits. Because if you don't have food to eat, you don't have time for anything else. Literally.
It's a sad thing. So, but mashallah, you're helping with these causes, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you barakah in your work. Inshallah, you've performed in front of thousands of people, mashallah, in London and different countries. One famous for Istanbul, alhamdulillah, over 200,000 people. How do you stay grounded?
Constantly remembrance of the divine, remembrance of God. Remembering God is so important. In fact, one great saint said that all the religions of this world are sent ultimately to remind us of God, constantly remind us of God. And our faith is no exception. Before we eat, we say Bismillah. Anything we do, remember God. We're constantly, the 5 daily prayers, at some level is a remembrance of God, is a dhikr. And personal dhikr, meditation, contemplation, reflection, puts things into perspective. Your nothingness and significance at the same time. Puts everything into perspective. Know that Allah is Al-Ghani and we are the fuqara, we are the faqir. We are the poor, He is the rich. He gives. And whatever we give is just from His permission, it's from His grace. So that's pretty much it.
Oh, mashallah, that's amazing. We were talking about your new album, The Center. I have it on CD here. Kindly gave me a CD.
Most welcome. By the way, people say, some people said they hadn't heard the album. They said, why don't you make something like Al-Mu'allim my Ummah, make something religious? This is the most religious album I've made. It's just more esoteric.
Yeah.
It's more inward.
I think people are used to hearing the Islam.
No, but they hadn't even heard the album. There was just, some people just judged. There's a few comments here and there. But this album, it's the most spiritual, the most religious, if you like, of all my albums, even Al-Mu'allim, because it goes directly to the source, the center. And all the ideas in there that are discussed are all from the Islamic worldview. Nothing is like made up or something. It's all from within the Islamic worldview. But you'll be surprised, Allah's name is mentioned only once. By name. But everything is about Allah. It's all about Allah. It's all about the divine. It's all about the sacred. The center of all centers. So, I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, Jazakallah, thank you for that.
I hope everybody else goes out and purchases the album. The good news is that this album is released by one of the big independent labels based in Germany, and it's in the mainstream stores. So it's in all the stores in Germany, the big music stores in England. I don't know whether we still have HMV or not.
I think it got shut down. I think
we have one branch left. I think.
But use up your vouchers quickly.
If you have if there are any music stores, it'll be there, and of course it's online digitally. It can be bought. It came out yesterday, right, Pedro? Yesterday, or 12th. When was the 12th?
12th. 2
Day
days
before
ago.
yesterday.
Yeah, day before.
Day before yesterday. So we're delighted. The response has been phenomenal, overwhelming, and we're very grateful to you as well. And I hope that all our brothers and sisters watching, and all those watching, any denomination or any faith, I wish you peace and love and prosperity. Thank you very much.
Jazakallah, thank you. It's been really good talking to you, mashallah. And wish you luck with all the rest of your work, inshallah. Jazakallah, salam.
Assalamu alaikum. You're watching TV99. This is Sami. Yusuf.